13 people
Here we
waiting.
go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, I'm Lynn from L&J Goods. Happy Monday to you. We are going to be finishing up this beautiful fall mixed media project that was inspired by my friend Gia from the Netherlands. I hope Gia has made it into our live today in the comments.
I'm going to link to her profile. It's going to be the pinned comment on Facebook, and you can find it down below in the description on YouTube. If you're not following her already, please go follow her. She's wonderful.
She gives me so much inspiration. And I love that she doesn't do video tutorials, but she always honors the fact that I am inspired by her and allows me to share similar projects, sometimes downright copying them, and doing some tutorials for you guys. So where we left off yesterday, let me show you. I'm going to flip the camera down. I left off yesterday here. We did a little faded burlap and vintage linen. We did some Debbie's DIY in the background. We used the pastiche stamp here and the apothecary labels stamp here. We used our bricked from Tim Holtz, but we also have brick wall from Decoupage Queen, which could be used. Either one are perfect. And then I used some beautiful paste, like a cement paste, and what was the other one? And sandstone. And I kind of mixed those and did that on here through the stencil. We have our Hello Pumpkin mold. That's from last year. That's why you need to always get those limited release ones, because some of them are some of my absolute favorites that just stand the test of time. So that will sit here. We cast this one out of clay. This is from the new limited release, Autumn Cottage, this little pumpkin, and we made that fit kind of right over top of that. I have a few leaves here, and Shirley right now is casting a little bird for me. I know, the flies are terrible. And so we'll be painting those up later. We're going to be snipping apart a whole bunch of transfers, just some leftover bits. I'm going to gather up all of my fallish colors. Now, what I've also done is I have given this a coat of Big Top so that I can easily apply my transfers, and then later we'll be waxing. Okay? So let's take a look. We're going to just start looking through some leftovers. I have Lover of Flowers here. I have Fairy Tale waiting over here in the wings. But I just went back and I grabbed Whispering Willow because I think there might be some of those pretty orangey shades in here if I've got some left, or leafage or something. I might not, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab it anyway. So, nope, nothing in here that I can use. And I have brocante. Let me see what we've got here. I do like, I actually love that. I might put that on another project I'm working on. Let's see. There's that beautiful bee. That bumblebee would be really cute, but it's a little out of scale. I think I was kind of thinking about these right here. And so you know me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that out just a little bit. And then we're going to start to lay these out and put them together. We sure hope everyone is doing well and you're safe. Our friend Patrice has been in touch with me. She is in the Tampa area. So we're just praying that they are safe and well, and that she and Gary are just safe and well, I guess. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab, we'll see if we need these. What I'm looking for is all of the like oranges and yellows and just anything that looks a little harvesty. And I'm gonna take have this one here. Must be I had 2 transfers put together here. But we'll grab that. All right. And I'll put that aside. And then this one is called Franz Botanical. I like this.
Mary Kay, we're in a limbo with candy because the candy that we have here, some places it's still been getting hot and I've been nervous to send it, so we need a different candy. I'm open to suggestions. Chocolate's tough until it's dead of winter.
Yeah, because so many of our packages go to warmer climates.
Well, it's been very warm here. Really,
Yes,
up until
it has
this
been.
week.
So what I like to do is just pull everything out that I think I might use, and then I'll make some decisions as we begin to lay things out. And we'll see what goes on. This is great. I love these kind of olivey tones right here.
That's bronze that you're using?
Yes.
This is a great way to use up pieces of transfers that you have around.
Absolutely.
Bronze, I feel, is always a really good one.
It's so useful.
Yeah,
It is
Tootsie
useful.
Pops is a good idea, and we haven't done that in a long time.
You're right.
Our Jolly Ranchers love it.
Okay, now
I'm gonna order some today.
Let's look at what we've got here. And I've got a little bit of a yellow there. I love this. And like I said, I don't know if I will be using all of these, but I'm gonna, I want my options open. That one's a little too big in scale. Too bad, because that would be great. I do like this little bit. And this. And then we'll see. We'll see what we got left here. Oh, I got another whole, oh, perfect. This whole page. How did that escape me? Well, there's the basis of my wreath right there. Oh my gosh. I kind of forgot all about that. Look at that. Well, well, well. You just never know what's hiding in that transfer pack. That's good. I like this little bit here. So you kind of see what I'm doing, you guys? That's good. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I am never afraid to cut up a transfer. Geez, maybe I'll end up getting my whole thing from...
You're a little bit more careful with those over.
I am?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, those are a little sharper.
Yeah, I need to be careful with these. Well, do I want to use this? I do love these. But we're going to put that aside. I don't know if I want to cut that up. And let's see what we got in here. I bet you there's going to be some great options in here, too.
Peppermints, I agree. We used to do the little, like the soft peppermints. For a long time we did those. Remember, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. Maybe we'll get those again. And they do put a lovely fragrance in the package, Cheryl.
They do.
I agree. A butterscotch is wonderful.
Okay.
I could probably go to Grandma's right now and find upwards of 15 different
types
crumpled
of
up
candy.
Ziploc bags of butterscotches and peppermints that I could fill a few orders
Right?
with.
Oh my gosh.
Leah's here.
Hey,
Hi,
Leah.
How are you feeling today? We miss you so much.
Okay, so now we're going to start to lay this out. And of course, I'm going to refer to Gina's Beautiful design here. She uses some different transfers than I do, and that's okay. So we're just gonna work with what we have. Okay, so we might just need to scale this down a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this apart just a little. These look like green olives to me, like stuffed green olives. So I think what I want to do first is get this one laid out. So we'll see what we have here.
What transfer did that little wreath come from?
No, it came from the fairy tale. Mm-hmm. So if I can kind of get this going around here, I'm going to layer that all up, and I do love maybe just adding in a little something different here. So first I'm just going to start to lay these out. I love this little marguerite here. That's cute. And then we'll kind of add a few more little bits.
I can't remember if I said it the first time we went live or the second, but there is a collection for today. So I'm adding all these things Mom is using. So for that supply list, you just can find it linked in the description up above on Facebook or down below on YouTube or right at the top of our page, ellenjgoods.com, under featured on our live tutorials.
So you can see that I'm just grabbing.
Stephanie, on the paint inlay book, I got the paint cracks off the paper. I don't think I'm overhandling it. I just do what you do. What do you mean it cracks off the paper? Are you familiar with that, Mom?
No. Which inlay? Let's get some more little leafage in here. And we'll kind of start to...
She says the paint is physically cracking off the paper.
Which inlay is that?
Yeah, did you buy it from us? If so, the lattice rose. Maybe send us some pictures.
Lattice rose. Did she get it from us?
I'm not sure. She just asked her.
Okay.
I do know that IOD, if there's ever an issue with a product, they'll always be sure to replace it. So,
all right.
Whether you bought it from us or somebody else, I would send some pictures and we can try to get to the bottom of it.
Okay, guys. I'm going to just start to go for it here. I hope I can make this work.
Oh, she didn't get it from us. Yeah, I would just send pictures to the
Reach out to
retailer
whoever
you got it
from,
and
yeah.
they can make sure to take care of it. Because that doesn't sound good.
And if you don't have any luck there, let us know, and
yeah,
we can hopefully help you out.
Yes, or get you in touch with someone who can. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Without seeing like a picture or a video, it's really hard to visualize what you're talking about, but it doesn't sound right. If it's like a never been used before inlay.
I'm loving all these little bits. Now we can make them all come together and create our own little wreath. Use this little guy right here. Look at
Yeah,
that.
something besides candy. I've thought about doing like stickers or even changing up our little card to have a color wheel on it.
Oh my goodness. And all of a sudden I've got just a whole different little wreath here.
I was just
going on.
thinking about those little matchboxes we used to give out and put a little Andes mint inside.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe this is so cute?
So cute.
And I think so I'm mixing up like that folk art look, I'm just mixing up all kinds of different styles here, and I think it'll be fine.
Tammy's wondering if you could zoom in a little bit closer.
Oh sure, of course. Yep, sorry Tammy. I don't know if I like that there, but it definitely needs something else. I don't like that. Maybe that. Yeah. You know, I always got to be thinking. Always got to be thinking here. So here's what I'm thinking. Also, I'm going to snip a little bit of this off of here. And maybe add that.
Isn't that a great project? I hope Gia pops on soon so she can give us some tips. But I did link her page. It's the pinned comment on Facebook, and it's also right in the description on YouTube. If everybody here is not following her, please go follow her. She is wonderful. I linked her page in our insider group too.
See, I guess it just shows you though, like you can truly like use different styles. Like there's like this folk art kind of rose malling or Curbit's style that's in the fairy tale florals, and I'm mixing that with the more realistic lover of florals. But what makes it all work together is I'm keeping the same color tones. All right, now I got to work on this down here. And I think what I'm going to do, just to make it a little easier for me, all these little bits, is I am going to kind of trace out where my pumpkin is going to sit. And then it'll help me to know how I want to place my transfers. So I'm just going to do a light pencil line right around my pumpkin. Alright, and then, see what I'm saying? That will help me to know where I want to put everything. And then I don't have to waste much either. I can use any of these other little bits here and there.
Cheryl asked, have we seen the new colors of Fusion yet?
Yeah, we're going to be using some of them today. I'm actually been working on a video downstairs, an edited video with the new colors. I'm actually challenging myself to be using sample sizes on all of the projects that I'm going to be sharing. And I think I'm actually painting one entire piece with one sample, like a side table. You probably have seen me do it before.
Kathy asked, are you caught up with all your medical appointments? I'm 61 and I don't know if I can hold out much longer.
Oh!
So are you?
Me?
Yeah. You talked about your insurance and how you could finally get
Oh,
caught up.
yes, I am. Thank you. It took me a minute to think of, like, what?
I know you've been on the road, Cheryl, and you're a little behind. We've been on the road and we're a little behind. We're doing our best though. We're catching up. Moving right along.
Isn't that the truth? Okay, let me see what else I want to do here. I'm going to take this guy. I think I'm going to put that right there. I'm just making layers. I am just making layers. It doesn't look just like Gia's, that's for sure. But it's okay.
Royce said she's still worn out. Hey,
Oh,
Royce.
hey, Royce.
Yeah, no, we have not recuperated yet, but we will eventually.
Goodness gracious, I know.
Well, Mom will at least. She's going on vacation next week, a relaxing vacation.
I hope so. I really do.
Yes, it will be.
I think I'll do this.
A couple of extras.
I am literally just winging it, you guys. But isn't that the best way to craft and create?
Indeed.
Indeed. We use what we have.
Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. That's my favorite phrase. It's a mantra, actually. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can.
Right.
It's very calming.
Okay, and I'm just going to keep placing my pumpkin so I know. Helps me to visualize too. Like, what is going to go where? Like that.
Gia's here.
Gia, hello, friend. Gia, you missed us on Monday. Look at all we've done.
The nicest pet. Well, they were so nice at the airport. She was so sweet with me. It can be quite a brisk and jarring experience when you get those pat downs.
Yes, it can.
She was just perfectly and appropriately gentle in her tone of voice and touch.
So Gia, what I'm doing is I grabbed any kind of oranges and fallish looking colors that I could find. And I'm just layering them up and trying to do what you did. But I'm using all these little extra bits and
I would love for you to use these 2 flies.
the 2 yeah, I know,
They've been
right?
buzzing around.
Oh, they're just so
And why do they have to
annoying.
bother be in our business with this big, huge shop? Where do
They're
they
right
have
here.
to be? Right
Yeah,
here,
right
on my
here.
computer.
In my face.
They got nothing better to do. Buzzing around
Fly
here.
around
Guess what?
here.
I got a newspaper right here.
Oh, are you going to get them?
If I have to. I'm ready for action. Except I don't want to break my computer.
You can't get them. You got to
Why do
wait.
they keep landing on my computer?
I
The
don't
light?
know, maybe.
There's lights everywhere. Go to them. Look, I'm sure you can see it buzzing around on her project. Shoo.
Shoe fly. Ah, great. Don't break that computer.
Don't break this ancient computer that can't update Safari or Chrome for the last 2 years. Not that it matters. It does exactly what I need it to do. Attract flies. Is that a sign that the computer is dying?
Maybe.
Flies buzzing around.
It's kind of like how the vultures circle when there's roadkill.
My ancient computer, the flies are circling, buzzing around. They can sense it.
They know.
Oh,
They know.
no.
All right. I
Yeah,
got
the
this.
Santa sleigh mold is very cute.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use something. But you know what? I just felt like I just needed to do some fall. I gotta do some fall still.
Gia, we cannot blame you for falling asleep. What time is it there? I'm sure it's like some wild time.
Yeah, Gia, what's up?
Oh, and we went live late. We went at like 4 o'clock.
Yes,
so.
she messaged me and said, "Oh, I fell asleep with the phone in my hand." I'm like, "You poor thing." Like, it's okay.
Yes. Hey, Gilly.
Hi, Gilly.
She said she had a fly buzzing around her in the shop last week and he flew right in my ear. Horrible.
Yuck.
Oh, that gives me a chill.
So I got some transfers going over and some going under, and hey, Royce has got a great retreat coming up, you guys, out in Arizona.
Yes, the
Royce, feel free to drop a link to that.
Yes, or I can drop a link to
Creators
it, actually.
Retreat.
And it is going to be very relaxing, fun, but like time for reflection, relaxing, connecting. She's got it set up beautifully. I'm gonna get the link right now and share it.
So, like, if you didn't want to use all these transfer bits, you could certainly, do decoupage bits. You could transfer, you could do paint, you could do paint as well. But I'm kind of liking the way this is turning out. I'm digging it. Yeah, see, these guys ended up being just a little too big in scale. So I'll put these away and we'll use those for something else someday.
Oh, Tracy said, I think of the Shining Time Station episode and the song Start Where You Are whenever you share that mantra. Matt and Tanya watched it on the movie machine. My son was a huge Thomas and Friends fan. Were you here yesterday? We were talking about Thomas yesterday. All of my sons were big Thomas heads. And I know that episode.
That bird is going to sit right there. And then I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this leafage coming out.
Kimberly, where are you? She says she's watching, sitting through a hurricane, watching us
Oh,
and
my.
relaxing somehow.
How are you relaxing through that hurricane?
By watching us.
I think I like kind of like this.
Gia said it was about 11 o'clock last night when we were like,
Yes.
it's too late.
And she goes to bed early, and I get it. That's fine.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's paint these guys up. That one needs a little bonding primer, so I'll do that first. That little birdie.
Kathy says her cats chase the flies in their house. They never catch them, and they knock everything off the tables.
Of course.
Shirley was just saying that with her cat.
Yep, sounds like mine.
Hey, Cheryl, when you have a second between pulling orders there, would you mind grabbing me downstairs on my where I was filming? There's a little Elmwood sample. Could you, if you don't mind? I think I'm going to use that Elmwood on this little birdie right here.
Elmwood. That's a new one, right?
Uh-huh. All right, so there we go.
These colors are very nice for fall.
They're beautiful for fall.
We might be getting some more new colors soon, right? Not from Fusion, but from another. Listen, we sell a lot of product here.
We do. You're
So
right.
it could be new colors in papers. It could be new colors in wax.
Yeah, you never know, right?
All I know is there's more new colors. to come.
Excitement
Okay.
abounds.
Yes.
Excitement abounds.
Ooh, Tracy said, I'm looking through my dried pressed flowers to see if I have things to make a wreath.
Oh,
That would be beautiful.
wouldn't that be so pretty if you did that? Oh my gosh.
Kimberly's
Yes.
in Cape Coral.
Oh my goodness. Well, you stay safe, my dear. This is a little bit of Fusion Tuscan Orange. I'm going to grab just a tiny little bit of that. But these are two new colors. One of them is called Iron Clay, and one is called Chestnut Mare. And I'll tell you, they look really similar when you look at them in the bottle. But remember, all paints, especially, the Fusion dries differently. So whenever you are looking at paints, like if you come here to L&J Goods, we have all of our paints. We have swatches out. And, you don't want to look at the color in the bottle. You want to look at the swatch and then walk it to some place that has like more natural lighting. We encourage people just to go to the front door.
Yep.
And
best case scenario, if you're painting furniture or something, take the sticks home and put them in the light that you're going to be using them in.
Is that the color on the cabinet down there?
yes.
That's
What do you
pretty.
think? Isn't
That's
it pretty?
Yeah, I like it. And it looks nothing like the jar.
It looks nothing like the jar.
It's almost a chocolate brown.
Mm-hmm.
It's very pretty.
Gia said you can also use stamps and color them.
That is a great idea. Thank you, Gia.
Stephanie, I put a link to where to follow Gia right in the description on YouTube below. I'm going to say the name. It's vintage, the number 4, love, _studio. And you can find her on Instagram, Facebook. Gia, please feel free to drop any links that you would like here in the comments. Her Facebook is the pinned comment in our Facebook comments. I also shared her page in our insider group. Very inspiring.
I love Gia's work. I do. A few years back, I did that awesome piece with, it was the grapes mold. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm mixing a little bit of that iron clay with the Tuscan Orange. I'm just kind of smushing them together right on my pumpkin to give it a more of a muted tone.
Yes, Melissa Ringo was Mr. Conductor.
Yes. Melissa, that lobster roll looked amazing. Cheryl texted me a picture of what you guys were eating.
I don't even want to see it. It's making me so mad.
And it was just drenched in butter.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Oh,
dang it.
I know.
That's where we have to go.
I know, right?
We got to go to Arizona. We got to go to Washington. We got to go get that lobster roll.
Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. Then I'll come in. Oh, and I will touch up. And then I'm going to paint the leaves. Okay?
I hate to kill a fly on camera, but if I see it buzz on your beautiful project one more time.
This iron clay is the prettiest terracotta color. Oh my gosh. I'm actually painting a plastic pumpkin downstairs with this iron clay. And then I'm going to add a fresco and make a really cool like candle holder out of it.
Stephanie, I'll put it in the comment here, okay? But it is linked. I've got it linked in a few places. No, the fly is not on your computer screen.
Gia, I told everybody on Monday that my greatest desire, one of my bucket list things, is to come to the Netherlands and create with you, and then we go to an Andre Rieu concert.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the other place we gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. Put that on the list too.
Yep. Adding it
Netherlands. You adding that to notes?
My notes, yeah.
Okay, great. Beautiful.
Jenny, yes, you will get an email confirmation when your IOD is mailed. The reason yours has not mailed is because you have the Santa mug pre-order in your included with all of your IOD, and those do not ship out until the 15th, and anything that's in an order with them is held. So you have to order your items separately if you don't want them to be held with a pre-order item. But if you need them urgently, you can always email me info@lnjgoods.com. But that's why it hasn't gone out yet, because of those tricky little Santa mugs.
Mm-hmm.
But those should be here. Man, it seems not that far away. That's next week.
Let's hope. And of course, that then can be depending on what port they come in and all that
the weather. But they were projected to come the week of the 15th. That's what we were told.
All right, so we're gonna let that dry. Megan, would you mind getting me just a thing?
What do you need?
Water.
Yes. Where are the cups?
We're out of them, but you can get in that big yogurt container from Cheryl. I think there's a smaller one in there. You can put water in that. That would be great. Okay, let's start doing a little bit of these leaves.
I agree with you, Tracy. She said one of her favorite things about this piece is the two different colors of the stone paste.
Yes, and we're going to tone that down a little bit with some wax before we're done here.
That's sandstone and cement.
Look at that beautiful color. This is called
Acadia pear.
Acadia pear. Thank you.
I'd also like to go to Acadia. So
I would too.
Yes, Gia, we were trying to figure out how couldn't we put together an L&J Goods trip to the Netherlands, like a bunch of us as a troop.
Acadia pear, what a beautiful green this is. Oh my gosh. I really love this.
Besides any of the orders that contained Santa mugs, all of the orders from the release, the first day of the release, have officially been shipped. So hopefully you're all getting those. And enjoying all of that fun IOD stuff.
Oh my God.
Stephanie is in for the Netherlands. Great. That makes 3 of us. I
Okay.
bet Shirley would go. I think we could get a bunch. At least enough where we can get a travel guide and a discount of some kind. A tour.
Who's gonna man the fort if we all go?
Well, we'll do it from afar. We always figure it out, Shirley. We've got some new friends coming to help us.
Alright, works for me. I'm in.
Okay.
Listen, you weren't, when Mom and I were in Wisconsin, you weren't here. We stayed alive.
Yep, this is true.
Let me try these. Leah said she would also go to the Netherlands.
Well,
Okay, well now
okay.
that's basically a decision has been made. I'm going to talk to Barbara, our friend in California who does those tours. She does the European tours. I'm sure she can put us in touch with someone who can make the arrangements. Or Leah, you probably know a great travel guide. I bet you do. Travel agent and travel guide, whatever. Cheryl's coming. Mary Casey. Okay, listen.
Sounds like a trip.
Jane Belante was in Wisconsin, and she's also going to be at Royce's retreat, and she talked to us a lot about our limiting beliefs. And I am not going to limit myself and assume that we can't go to the Netherlands. I'm going to manifest that not only can we go to the Netherlands, we will go to the Netherlands. Shannon, I can check for you right now.
Oh, I could just sit and paint all the day long.
Shannon, what day did you order?
I tell you, another crazy thing too is we've got storms, and I didn't realize because we're even getting like some of our stuff is delayed, and it's because like everything gets shifted to other distribution centers, I guess. So this certainly isn't perfect, but it's okay. Get just a little touch of this elm wood out. I don't want to use too much because I am going to be using that to finish that side table down there. I'm just going to blend a little elm wood up into my stem.
Okay, Shannon, I'm checking on it for you. You are looking good, Shannon. Everything is in stock. Just the kind of order I like to see. One that I can get right out the door. Yep, I found it. That's what was messing me up, the last name.
We are so excited because Melanie's coming to visit tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Comes on my day off.
I know, sorry, sure. So many of our very close friends have had different ailments and have been under the weather, and we've been missing them. Leah, even Miss Shirley, Gilly, Melanie hurt her foot, so she couldn't drive herself to us.
We were just like, this is unacceptable.
I just want all of our gals back all the time. Feeling great.
Okay. I think that's good enough. Okay, and we're going to blend a little. Oh, look at that. How that mixes and makes such a pretty color like that, too. Oh!
I know, Leah, these flies are... I'm going to ruin Mom's whole project by trying to kill this fly. She said she just tried to shoo it off her iPad screen, and it was on ours.
Oh, it was on our screen?
They can see it buzzing around your project, so when they're looking, they think there's a fly on their screen.
Stupid fly.
Just, like, find something else to do.
Really? I mean,
really. You know what? Get a life.
Shoo fly, don't bother me.
Exactly right.
Okay. Now,
fine, I'll manifest that too, Jean. A workshop in a villa in Tuscany. Fine.
You know,
I'll
we
add
could
that
do
to my list.
Let's do that too.
Yes, Annie was saying they're also utilizing the trucks that are used for deliveries for recovery efforts in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
So everybody's just doing the best they can.
This little birdie is from Bird Song. So we're going to paint him with this pretty.
Yes, we're very glad that there's no storm near us, Annie. We're very, there's some things to complain about in New York. We whine about the weather just because it can get a little annoying in the winter because it's so long, but we really don't have dangerous weather here ever. We don't experience
every now and then we have a major windstorm, which
once a decade maybe. A windstorm or a snowstorm, and we know how to handle it. It's like we're set up to handle those times for the most part. It's pretty rare that it's like a dangerous or there's any loss of life because of a weather event here. So we are very, very lucky.
Megan, you are gonna really do something.
I'm gonna ruin the project.
So this is Chestnut Mare, and I'm just kind of blending this a little bit onto this birdie. So he's...
And the craziest thing is that I'm on a delay on the screen, so I'll see it here on my screen, and then I want to go get him, and he's already moved on to do something else more annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Him or his friend.
Hmm?
It's either him or his friend, because there's two of them. I saw them talking to each other.
Hey, Cheryl, would you mind grabbing me a "If you want your things to quickly stick, tight bond, quick and thick, available at L&J Goods"? I need a new one.
The day that we get Leah back in here to sing that with us, I cannot wait.
So
when I go to visit her, I'm going to record her singing it.
I'm just going to take just a few little brush strokes, dry brush, kind of just over the surface of my bricks with this Chestnut Mare and iron clay. Just to bring some of this color up into my brickage.
Wow. Mom.
What?
That is cool.
You think?
Yeah, I hope it looks as cool on video as it does in person. It's like, oh, now it's brick. And that is so cool. That's iron clay?
Iron clay. I have a little mix of iron clay and of the Chestnut Mare on there.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm using all the fusion colors. I did use a little bit of my Tuscan orange to mix with the iron clay. So let me dry those, then we'll get gluing them on here.
Okay, yeah, everybody else is freaking out about the brick. So it does look good. It looks like brick. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then when I add the wax, it's going to be even better.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
even Gia approves.
Great. I'm so glad to know that, Miss Gia.
Mary Kay said she had to step away for a minute. When she got back, the first thing she heard was me screaming, "Get a life!" I was talking to the fly. It really did bring that brick to life. I was thinking it looked great before.
Yep.
And then she did that. And well, you heard my reaction.
But check it out. Like, okay, guys, see what's happening here. I've got these yellows that are even coming into the sandstone. You know, we've got the gray and dark tones all marrying together. We've got the little bits of orange. And that's what makes a beautiful, cohesive, mixed media piece.
So Annie's a United Way employee.
Oh,
And they have to be on call. She's in Miami in case they need to provide support to the West Coast from in Miami. And also for phone support. Well, thank goodness for you. And everyone like you.
So this is just a little Debbie's clear wax. I'm going to lay that down first. I am waxing this, which I probably could have avoided my area where I'm going to glue the pumpkins. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine.
But that is not ideal. You typically want to have as clean of a surface as possible.
Yes.
Just saying it for their sake. It may be fine, just avoid it at all costs.
I wanted to be able to put my pumpkins on last because I didn't want to be trying to wax over them while that glue was still soft. But look at how, okay, now it's just bringing up the texture in my...
But if you had to, you could put a little mineral spirits maybe and wipe back that wax area just to be sure you had a good adhesion, right?
I could. Mm-hmm. But now we're just adding that beautiful depth.
So Jerry, all of the paint colors she was using are Fusion, and I have them all linked in the collection, the supply list for today. If you want, Mom will say them again, but you can find them all easily linked there. They're right. I see you're on Facebook. It's right in the description on Facebook or right on lnjgoods.com. There's a drop-down menu called Featured on our live tutorials. But let's call those colors out again.
They are. Today we used Iron Clay and Chestnut Mare. We used Elm Wood. And we used Acacia Pear.
And some Tuscan Orange, right?
Yeah, and a little bit of Tuscan Orange. But Tuscan Orange is not a new color.
No, she was just curious of all the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brick is pretty amazing. It makes me want to, you should do something else with that.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let me make sure these guys are dry. And I'm going to glue them in place. I'm going to wax these as well. This is dark wax. And I could have used my Fusion dark wax also. I just kind of grab whatever I have. And then I'm going to wipe this back.
So in those supply lists, it's kind of split in two. I didn't list every single thing that she used in the whole project in today's list, just what she's showing you today. But if you're looking for the rest of the things that she used for part one, just go back to Monday's live collection in that drop-down menu.
Okay. Take a little bit of clear wax. And I'm going to erase. I'm going to erase some of that dark wax, especially through the center. Oh my gosh, so pretty.
It really is.
And we will glue everything in place. So pretty. That little bird needs a little bit of a lighter.
Gold.
What?
Gold.
I was just going to say a little bit of a white highlighted white wax.
But I mean, gold wouldn't be terrible. So much. Everything's looking a little drab. Just the bird had like a little tiny bit of gold. Never hurt anybody. Excuse me, and Laura Roy said gold with 3 exclamation points.
Who said?
Laura Roy.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Give me one of my Pentart golds.
Good question. Is Acadia Pear also a milk paint color? I feel like it was.
It is.
I was
Yes,
like, that
it's
does
a
sound
Homestead
familiar.
House milk paint. Yep.
Yes. The brick is not a stamp. That is a stencil. You can find that on our website, but I will give you a link.
We have 2 different types of brick stencils.
Mm-hmm. But both would work beautifully.
Here I am, all heavy-handed on my glue.
Oh, you can hear me whispering gold. I was trying to be discreet. Which everyone knows I'm so good at. Kathy said, "Did she whisper gold?"
Well, go get it.
I will. If you insist.
I do.
What do you want, Pentart?
Yes.
Antique or...
No, just my regular gold.
If you want your things to quickly pop, Pentart Gold Wax Paste.
That's right. Okay, I gotta sit that little guy right there. It's gonna sit right on that little pumpkin. Aw, cute. Okay, fine. Yes, it does bring out the detail of the feathers. you.
Listen.
I hear you. And I think
And suddenly
that's...
the flies are gone because they're like, oh, these aren't dead old rotting pumpkins. These are alive. I do wonder where they buzzed off to.
Well, there it is, you guys. I need to...
Somebody said, Lynn sounds so defeated about the gold.
It's like, fine. All right. Now I just got to let everything dry. Heavy-handed on that glue.
Now I just need to crackle the whole thing and we'll be done.
Crackle would have been great. But there it is, you guys. I like it. It's so pretty. Gia, my friend, you are an inspiration to me. And I thank you for allowing me to share your beautiful style. I could never recreate exactly what you do, but look at that. How doggone pretty is that?
It looks like it needs the brick.
I think so too. I was thinking that too,
and
it's
very heavy texturally on this side.
I agree. Yeah.
Even if you did a little tiny bit down at the bottom.
Yeah, I might bring that. That's a good point, Megan. I might do that.
Something about working here is rubbing off on me.
I know. I'm telling you. Yeah, I think that I will do that. If you didn't catch that, Megan was saying it would be nice to add,
like extend it and
like add a little bit more brickage over here. I don't know that I want to add.
Yeah, see, she has a little leaf over.
Well, no, that's
maybe from staging.
That's in her staging, yes. But yeah, I think so. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the brick, and I think that'll be really pretty. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging out and finishing this beautiful project with us today. And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm going to let this dry completely, take a pretty glamour shot of it. I think I might add a little bit more of that brickage.
You can add some more brickage.
A little more brickage. And I guess we'll see you brickage. I guess we'll see you on Monday, right?
Yeah, we'll see you on Monday.
Monday.
Wait, Mom will... No,
yeah,
you'll be
I leave the next day.
Oh, no, it's Columbus Day on Monday.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Not me.
That's fine.
Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm caught up enough where I don't have to be here on Monday and I can see my children.
I hope so.
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, Gia, thank you so much. Everyone go follow Gia for more inspiration. She's spectacular. And we will see you in the Netherlands, Gia. And everyone else will see you live
on Monday. Take care.